We've been getting updates from inside the courtroom this morning. Zuckerberg was the first one called to testify. He spoke for about an hour and a half, cross-examined by the plaintiff's attorney. It's been really interesting to hear what the main debate is about here, and also just to hear a little bit more about how the deal to buy Oculus went down. It turns out that the total amount paid was $3 billion, including various payouts, not the $2 billion that everyone has been previously reporting. Also getting a little bit of a sense of how quickly the deal happened and how little time there was for legal due diligence. John?
Julia, how much of this comes down to the fine print in a lot of employment agreements that says if you develop a technology while you're employed with a given company, it belongs to that company even if it's not been assigned to you under that work?
Well, it comes down to this question of where the technology was developed. Oculus's CTO, a man named John Carmack, previously worked for the company that is suing Facebook and Oculus. So the question is what information, if any, he might have taken with him from ZeniMax, and also what kind of NDA was signed. Zuckerberg was asked repeatedly if he knew that Carmack and Palmer Luckey, who was one of Oculus's co-founders, had signed an NDA. Did you know about this NDA? Now, Palmer Luckey had worked with ZeniMax before. Palmer Luckey worked with ZeniMax before Carmack came over. So there are all these different characters. Palmer Luckey, John Carmack, who knew what when? Was data wiped or erased from computers when John Carmack came over from ZeniMax? And then there's also this question of what did Zuckerberg know when he was buying the company? And there was this really interesting exchange that was in the courtroom just a couple of minutes ago where they revealed that when Zuckerberg was making this deal, he wanted to sort of start the deal on a Friday and he wanted it to be complete by Monday. It ended up closing on Tuesday. But there was an email exchange that was revealed with his top deal maker who said there are some things that are simply being misrepresented by Oculus. And the big debate in the courtroom was Zuckerberg said what was misrepresented is the deadlines by which Oculus could actually complete certain products. The plaintiff's attorney is saying what was misrepresented might have been what kind of data was being taken from this other company. So really interesting. They're in a 15-minute break right now. They should resume the cross-examination shortly, and we're going to continue to monitor it.
Certainly the fact that Zuckerberg made his way to Dallas shows Oculus sort of puts into perspective its importance to the entire company, right? Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, look, it is a $2 billion lawsuit. Zuckerberg said he is here because he understands the claims and he believes they are false. So he said he's here because this is, important to him. But we also got a little bit of insight into why he cares so much about Oculus. There was sort of an implication that because Facebook did not have a phone platform, a mobile operating platform like iOS or Android, that they really want to own VR as the next major platform. But he also said they really want to be able to allow people to capture the world around them and share it in a way that you can only really do with VR.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.